Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Aikim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line or your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American. One of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. A Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai with another lesson. And I want to go into Psalms 91 for this lesson, and the title of this chapter is called Security of the One Who Trusts in Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. So the Spirit came upon me to look into that word trust, and it goes into what? It says what? A sure reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. All that is made known unto us in the scriptures. The scriptures give us the rundown of the Most High's track record that what? That he is faithful and true. So that can cause us to trust in the Most High. You see? One in which confidence is placed in the Most High and Yahweh Shai. That's where we put our confidence. And when you go into confidence, it goes into what? Confidence, faith, man. You put your faith in one, and our faith is placed in who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It goes on to say dependence on something future or contingent. Hope, which also goes into faith. Then it starts to go into payment and all this, but I want to get down to here. To verb, it says what? To rely on the trustfulness or accuracy. It's like to rely on the trustfulness or accuracy of believe. And that's what the Most High is asking us to do as Israelites, man, especially us who are walking in this truth. It says what? To place confidence in, rely on, to hope or expect confidently, to hope or expect confidently. And what are we expecting? What are we hoping in? We're hoping and expecting salvation when Yahweh Shai returns, man. You see? We're hoping to be a part of that number. This is what it says what? To commit or place in one's care or keeping in trust, to permit to stay or go or to do something without fear, or misgiving. And that's what we've been commanded to do. That's what we've been commanded to do. What did the Most High tell us, man? Man. Because, and the reason I'm going into this is because we're entering into times where it's going to get very, very crazy out here. There's another one, Israel encouraged. And this is all throughout the scriptures, man, how the Most High is exhorting us. And basically, the Most High through Yahweh Shai has his hand on our shoulder. Hey, I got y'all. Don't worry. I got you. I'm going to take care of it. You see? Look at your forefathers of old. Look at your forefathers. Look what I did for them. Aren't you their descendants? I'm going to do the same things for you. So the Most High encourages us to continue what? To move in that spirit of faith. You see? So right here, Isaiah 41:10, it says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. You hear that? This is the Most High encouraging us, and he does this through Yahweh Shai all throughout the scriptures, man, to let us know it's going to be okay. That's why he gave us the prophecies, to allow us to see the end of the vision. And at the end of the vision is what? Us coming out on top, just like the Most High has told us, man. You see? So that removes a lot of fear when you have faith in these prophecies, man. And it goes into what? It says what? In transitive verb, to place confidence, depend. It says what? Trust in the Most High. And that's what we do, to be confident, hope. You see? And that's what we're doing. That's what it's all about. And all that goes into what? Faith, man. It all goes into faith. And like the scriptures tell us real quick, let's get a few on faith, man. Habakkuk 2. And 4 says, what? Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. The soul that is not upright in him is talking about the soul of Esau, the so-called white race. Ain't nothing right about these people, man. You see? They're all off. But it says what? The just shall live by faith. The just is who? The remnant of the nation of Israel. This is how we move and this is how we live. We live by faith. We live by believing upon the Almighty God Yahweh through faith in his son Yahweh Shai. Even though we have never seen him, we still believe because that's what faith is all about. Let's show you. Hebrews 11 and 1. The triumphs of faith. That's how we're going to be triumphant, man. Through faith. That's how we're going to receive the victory, through faith. The kingdom of heaven comes through faith. Being brought into the second covenant comes through what? Faith. It's all driven and fueled by faith. Hebrews 11 and 1 says what? Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. You see? Faith is believing in something that you can't see. And that's what this whole walk is about. And just believing and trusting in the Almighty God Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. This is what we do. This is what we do, man. And like it tells us in verse 6, it says what? But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You have to have faith in it, that your work is not your labor that you're doing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not in vain, that you're going to be rewarded if you continue to be diligent in faith. This is what it's all about, man. And we're going to need this because the times we're coming into are perilous, man. Let's get this real quick. I can't even remember how to spell it. Oh, damn. Should just pop up. Yeah. Okay. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. It says what? Difficult times will come. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And this is what we see. We see this brewing in the earth, man. It's getting crazier and crazier by the day. And it's all leading to what? The day of doom, man. It's all leading to the day of the Lord, you see, coming to fruition as the prophets have said is going to come. Well, all hell is going to break loose, man. There's going to be savage times we're living in. Let's get that word for perilous. It says what?
Strong's G 5467. Chalepas. Chalepas.
Chalepas, right? Hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage times are coming, man. And this is why the Most High has had us on this journey, you see, through Yahweh Shai, and that's to what? To build up our spirits, to get us ready for this great time of testing, man. The time of Jacob's trouble, which is fastly approaching. To where you're not going to get through it if you don't trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. If you're putting all your time and energy to anything other than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to lose, man. Now, we're not saying that you can't do other things in the earth, but if you're making those things your end-all, be-all, you have no hope. If you're thinking money is going to save you in these times, you're out of your mind, man. If you're thinking that how many cars you have is going to save you in these times we're entering into, you don't understand what's going on. This is why it's all about trusting in the Lord, man. And those who trust in the Most High will be taken care of in these times of trouble that are fastly approaching, man. So let's get into that in Psalms 91 because the Most High gives us the rundown, man. Psalms 91, we'll start at verse 1. It says, security of the one who trusts in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Now, what's the Most High's secret place? It's this truth, man. And this hasn't been given to every person on the earth. It's only been given to an elect few. It's only been given unto the remnant. Everyone is not going to get this, man. Everyone is not going to understand it because it wasn't meant for them to understand. But those who have it, and I mean those brothers and sisters who have the 100% truth, man. You see? And I don't mean that you sisters going to be out here teaching it, but you believe in this doctrine. And eventually the Most High will tie you to a man of the Lord so you can be saved. You see? But if you're moving in the true spirit of Yahweh Shai, you are dwelling under the shadow of the Almighty. And what does that entail, man? Protection, deliverance, salvation. You see a standard being lifted on your behalf, man. You see? That's what it entails. Verse 2 says what? I will say of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. And this is what you see the true believers doing, man. We're not putting trust in how much weight we can lift. We're not putting trust in how many firearms we have, how much food we got stored up, how much money we got in the bank. Our trust is not placed into those things, man. Now, those things can alleviate, you see, some of the pressures that come. But at the end of the day, it's not salvation, man. The true refuge, the true fortress is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And that's who the true believers are putting their trust in, man. That's who we trust. You see? And we do it all through faith, man, because that's the spirit that Most High wants us to walk in. Believing without having to see. Knowing that he is. Verse 3 says what? Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. From all the snares and traps that Esau is trying to lay down for the true believers. Because to hell with the 2/3. They're meant to get caught up in this craziness that's about to pop off. But for those who are believing in Yahweh Shai, truly and sincerely, Esau is laying all manner of traps and snares for us, man. Trying to get us caught up. But through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we won't be taken in that, man. You see? We won't be taken in it. The Most High will deliver us from it, man. So that's you have to take this way of thinking into the time of Jacob's trouble, knowing that the Most High can save us from any situation that he puts us in. And knowing that everything that we're about to go through is shit. Everything that we go through now. Everything we go through now is all what? It's all trial and test from the Most High. To prove our faith, man. To see if we're worthy to sit at Yahweh Shai's table. You see? The noisome pestilence, what is that? The nuclear destruction. The only way to escape this is by the Most High having Yahweh Shai beam you up. And that's only going to be done through faith. And in the trust of the Lord, man. But you got some guys out here talking about ain't no chariots. And the ones who are following those guys who are in that same mindset, man, you have no hope of salvation. Because the chariots, they are coming to deliver the elect of Israel from the great destruction that the Most High has ordained to come upon this place. You see? Verse 4 says what? He shall cover thee with his wings, and he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. He shall be thy shield and buckler. Meaning what? Our defense, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to be our defense. And that's what he's always been for us, man. We got the accounts written. From the time the Most High delivered us out of Egypt, went into he finally took us into the promised land and take away that land. What was he doing? He was defending us. All those battles that were won, it was won because the Most High defended us, man. We were saved from the grasp of Pharaoh coming out of Egypt because what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai defending us. And we're gonna be saved from the grasp of this last Pharaoh. You see, Esau Edom, because what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to defend us. And that's only if what? If we trust in him. You see? If we trust in him, he will defend us. But if you don't trust in the Most High, don't expect nothing to happen for you. You deny Yahweh Shai. You don't respect his authority that he's been given from the Most High. Don't expect nothing to happen for you, man. Verse 5 says what? Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. And that goes into what? That nuclear destruction that's coming. When all hell is breaking loose, the remnant, man, we're not going to be shaken because as it tells us, we'll come back to this real quick. Isaiah 33:6, and this is why we're going over these scriptures over and over and over and over again, man. It's like a script, it's like a playbook. You see? You go through it to familiarize yourself with it. So when these situations that we're talking about finally starts to pop off, it won't catch us off guard. For any of you brothers play football, you know you get that script through the week. You study the script. You see, you memorize the opposing teams' formations and what they like to run out of it. You watching film. On third down, they like to do this. You doing this all week. So when the game comes, it's slow to you. They start running their plays. Oh, they about to do that. Look at that formation. When they line up like this, they're about to run it. Hey, call it. You see it. You hit it. It's the same thing we're doing in this truth. The Most High has laid out everything for us, and we're just watching it come to pass. We're telling you what's happening, what's going to happen before it happens, and it comes to pass. We're telling you that Jacob's trouble is about to pop off, and it's going to be crazy out here. But guess what? It's only going to get those who didn't take this serious, man. You thought this was entertainment. You see, you thought this was a fad or a trend. You didn't store up the oil as you were commanded to do. You're gonna be taken out here. So when it pops off, hey, that's why 2/3 gonna be out here like chickens with their head cut off, man. Cause they don't know what's coming. They don't know what play Esau about to run, man. We out here telling them hard down every day. Jacob's trouble coming. Jacob's trouble coming. This man about to come down having great wrath according to the Bible. Nah, man, they ain't all bad. Nah, man, they wouldn't do that, man. Y'all conspiracy theories. All right, well, you gonna fucking find out the hard way. While those who have been storing the oil in their lamp, like the 5 wise virgins in the book of Matthew 25, you see, we're gonna be stable, as it's Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. We've been ingesting and digesting his word over and over and over and over and over and over and over again to the point to where those who are not fully invested in it, they're tired of hearing it. Why you're always talking about the mark of the beast? So when it comes, the true believers can see it, you see, and avoid it. That's why. So they can be stable in these times, so they won't get caught, so they won't be out here in this fucking state of oblivion or in this gray area because their leaders didn't tell them the proper breakdown of the mark of the beast, whether they should get it or not. If you've been listening to the man of great millstone, beginning with the elder apostles of the heart and the apostles under him on down, you know what to do when this thing is pushed forth. Why? It's because you've been storing up the wisdom and knowledge. You've been trusting and the Most High, and that His word is faithful and true, like we know it is, because everything the Most High has ever said was gonna come to pass, it's happened. It's all happened, man. It goes on to say, verse 5. Yep. Psalms 91:5, it says, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day." Because what we know everything that's coming, man, and we put our trust in the Most High that He's gonna save us, and that's what we hoping. That's where our confidence lies, man. You see, that's where our expectation is. You see? Verse 6. "Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday." And they've been talking about this new pandemic these demons are trying to push forth. Well, the seekers, the pandemic or whatever, that's coming. So more pestilence is coming, man. In the form, that's a judgment. But guess what? We're not worried about it, man. Because just like when the big C popped, everybody was losing their mind. But we were telling you, man, that this man is coming down having a great wrath. These are the nefarious plots of the elite, man. So when it came, the true believers, we didn't run out here and get no damn juice put up in us, man. Because we had faith and trust in the Lord.